How are you guys doing today? My name is Joshua Anton, co-founder of Awesome Ideas. Today on Awesome Ideas, we're going to talk about study tips. I'm going to give you 3 study tips that work for even me, who is a student with ADHD. And they'll work for you, whether you have ADHD or not. And if it doesn't work, there's always Google. Just saying. You've got to realize in high school, I never studied for an exam. Scratch that, actually. I studied for 3 exams. I studied for 1 math exam and 2 Spanish exams. But you know what? I read a book the whole class, and I never really paid attention to the teacher. And when I got into college, I was in for a rude awakening. I actually had to study for my exams. I had to read the textbook. So today's tips I'm going to give you are basically how to read a college textbook, not fall asleep, make it a little bit more fun, and these tips will actually work for someone who has ADHD and someone who does not. So let's begin with the study tips. My first study tip is location. Go to a location that's not going to get you distracted, that you don't know many people, and that people aren't randomly going to talk to you. I don't really ever study at my college. A, because I know a lot of people, and B, I will get distracted. So personally, I study at Starbucks, I study at IHOP, I study at Panera Bread. Why? Because they offer free internet. B, because they offer coffee and good food. My second study tip, actually, is something I like to call smart studying, or summarizing. It's the ability to take a 30 to 40 page chapter and summarize that into 3 to 4 pages. Instead of reading the whole chapter, what you're going to do is read the chapter by section. Each chapter usually is divided anywhere from 3 to 6 sections. And I want you to take each section, and I want you to take the 5 to 10 most important points of each section and write them down in your notebook. You should have anywhere from 30 to 50 bullet points. And now I want you to type them up, and I want you to type a 3 to 4 sentence synopsis on the chapter. Basically what you thought about it, what you got from it. And what you're going to realize is that instead of falling asleep reading the textbook, you essentially summarize the chapter in your own words. Also, you got to realize that your professor is not going to test you on each page of the chapter. You got to realize that 120 pages, say for 4 chapters, each for 30 pages each. If there's 100 questions on the exam, there's no way he can test you on each page because technically there are more pages than questions. So smart studying is the ability to take the most important material and understand it in your own words. Kind of like how your teachers ask you in middle school and high school to take a paragraph in a book and summarize in your own words. Technically, you're summarizing a whole textbook now. My third and final study tip is I want you to lecture the material. I want you to print out the document that you built in study tip 2, and I want you to grab a friend, take him out to lunch, buy him some candy, because let's be honest, you're going to be talking about that material for 30 or 40 minutes, and to be frank, their time is worth something. Just saying. I want you to take the material and I want you to lecture them on it. I want you to break down each point and I want you to elaborate on it. I want you to tell them how you feel about each bullet point. Nah, I'm just kidding around. But I do want you to elaborate about the bullet point in your own words. And this will actually help you better understand the material and you'll be able to think about it on a test. Thank you for watching. My name is Joshua Anton. I hope this video brought you just a little bit closer to your success. Thank you.